Some of the most dangerous manipulators do not raise their voice. They do not slam doors. They never look like villains. They smile. They apologize. They look you in the eye and say, "I just want what's best for you." And somehow, you leave the conversation feeling drained. You feel guilty, small, and terrified of losing their approval. This is called covert aggression. In this video, we analyze 5 manipulation tactics used by nice people. We dissect why they work on your mind, and how to stay calm and in control when you spot them. You're watching Ancient Mind. Understand power. Control yourself. This video is not a guide on how to control others. It is a map of the hidden games already being played in families, friendships, and offices. The goal is simple: to recognize the trap before you step in it, to protect your boundaries without guilt, and to respond with clarity instead of panic. Let's begin. Human beings are wired to fear open conflict. We are terrified of being rejected, abandoned, or seen as selfish. Nice manipulators know this. Consciously or unconsciously, they weaponize your empathy against you. They don't attack you with a sword. They pull invisible strings: guilt, obligation, pity. When those strings move, you move, unless you see the pattern. Tactic 1, the guilt trip. The first tactic is the guilt trip. It rarely sounds like a demand, it sounds like disappointment. After everything I've done for you, I guess I just don't matter to you. No, go ahead. I'm used to being left behind. On the surface, they are just sharing feelings, but the subtext is brutal. You are a bad person if you don't do what I want. Your brain takes 2 hits: the fear of hurting them and the shame of being ungrateful. So you surrender. Not because you want to, but because you want the guilt to stop. The Stoic counter: change the question. Instead of asking, "Do they feel hurt?" ask, "What is fair?" Separate the fact from the story. Fact: you said no to a request. Story: you are a horrible friend. When guilt appears, examine it. A calm response looks like this: "I hear that you're disappointed, but my answer is still no." No drama, no over-explaining, just clarity. Tactic 2, the permanent victim. Some people gain power by becoming powerless. The permanent victim. Nothing is ever their fault. They are always misunderstood, always unlucky, always suffering more than you. If you try to set a boundary, they collapse. Notice the shift. You stop defending your boundary. Suddenly, you are defending your identity. You scramble to prove you are a good person. You apologize for hurting them, even though they crossed your line. The trap. If you need to be seen as kind at all costs, you are easy to control. The Stoic counter. It is brutal but freeing. You are responsible for your actions. You are not responsible for regulating the emotional world of another adult. Try this response: "I'm sorry you feel that way, but this boundary is important to me." Compassion without submission. You refuse to be their savior without becoming their enemy. Tactic 3, soft gaslighting. Gaslighting isn't always shouting. Soft gaslighting is subtle. It's a whisper. You're overreacting. You're too sensitive. "I was just joking. Can't you take a joke?" On their own, these phrases seem harmless, but as a pattern, they are poison. The goal is not to resolve the issue. The goal is to make you doubt your own perception. Once you believe your feelings are wrong and your memory is flawed, you become dependent on their version of reality. They become the narrator of your life. The Stoic counter. Your perception is your territory. Defend it. Do not debate your sanity in the heat of emotion. Step back. Maybe I am emotional, so I'm going to step away and think about this. We can continue later. Then check the facts. Texts, dates, actions. Re-anchor yourself in objective reality. If they constantly label your concerns as hysteria, stop arguing. Tactic 4, conditional kindness. Some manipulators use kindness as currency. They are generous, thoughtful, supportive, but only when you obey. When you align with their wishes, you are flooded with praise. When you resist, the warmth vanishes, cold shoulders, short answers, the temperature in the room drops. Your nervous system learns a dangerous lesson. Safety equals compliance. You start obeying, not because you agree, but because you are addicted to the return of their kindness. This is not love, this is training. The Stoic counter. See it for what it is, a transaction. If kindness comes with a contract you never signed, tear it up. Notice it aloud. I've noticed you're very warm when I agree, and cold when I don't. I value relationships where I can safely disagree. Then decide, is this dynamic worth the price of your freedom? Tactic 5. The silent punishment. The final tactic is silent punishment. No yelling, no fighting, just silence. Cold distance. One-word replies. A heavy atmosphere. The message is clear. You did something wrong. Fix it, or I will keep freezing you out. It triggers a primal fear. The fear of exile. You panic. You replay every conversation. You apologize just to break the tension. They hold the relationship hostage, and you pay the ransom. The Stoic counter. Refuse to panic. Silence can be manipulation, or just immaturity. Either way, do not beg. Respond once with dignity. I sense some distance. If something is bothering you, I'm ready to talk. If not, I'll give you space. Then, stop chasing. Go about your life. Control what you can, your peace of mind. Accept what you cannot, their emotional maturity. Let's recap. The guilt trip. Weaponizing your conscience. The permanent victim. Turning your boundaries into attacks. Soft gaslighting. Eroding trust in your own mind. Conditional kindness. Warmth as a reward for submission. Silent punishment. Silence as a weapon. You cannot stop people from using these tactics, but you can refuse to be blind to them. A Stoic does not live in denial. We see human nature clearly, the light and the dark, and then we ask, what is in my control? Your clarity, your boundaries, your response. These belong to you. If you recognized your life in this video, do not despair. Naming the pattern is the first step to breaking it. You are no longer in the dark. You've been watching Ancient Mind. If you want more analytical breakdowns on power and self-control, subscribe and share this with someone who needs to see the truth. Understand power, control yourself.